Hello everyone! Welcome back to our refining womanhood journey. And today is going to be a very special day because our topic is one of my personal favorites, and this is how to achieve your goals. Okay? Goals are a very important part of our growth. Without goals, sometimes you can lose our motivation to keep moving forward sa buhay na ito. Pero sometimes, we keep on setting goals, but how can we make sure or how can we help ourselves na ma-achieve natin ito? 'Di ba? Malapit na naman ang New Year. Kamusta ba ang goals na ginawa mo at sinulat mo for 2020? 'Di ba? Okay, but before I share with you 5 or 6 steps ata itong meron ako dito, I want to remind you of 3 important things about goals. Number 1 is goals must have a purpose. Meaning to say, bakit mo ba gusto tong goal na ito? 'Di ba? Marami tayong mga gustong ma-achieve sa buhay, pero kung wala itong purpose or wala naman talaga tayong rason kung bakit natin to gusto, pag na-achieve mo na yung goal na yan, parang baka hindi mo maramdaman yung fulfillment. Hindi mo maramdaman yung full happiness. Okay? Example, gusto mong pumayat. Bakit? Anong purpose mo? Ba't gusto mong pumayat? Kasi baka pag pumayat ka na, pabalik ka na naman sa mga old habits mo, di ba? Gusto kong pumayat kasi gusto ko na ma-achieve ko yung good health at I will maintain this so I can perform more of my labors confidently and strongly. Or for example, gusto kong yumaman kasi gusto ko na magkaroon ako ng magandang opportunity to help other people. So every rich person na nakilala ko, meron silang purpose. Bakit nila ginol yun? Yung malaking bagay na yun. Second, achieving goals is not a competition. So, hindi pwedeng paunahan tayo. Sino una magkakaroon ng bahay? Sino una magkakakotse? Kapag inisip mo na yung goals mo is to just make you feel like you are better than other people, mahirap yun. Hindi mo ma-achieve ulit yung fulfillment or happiness. You have to trust your own speed and your own timing and God's timing specifically. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Minsan, nung bata pa ako, nung 20s pa ako, ang dami kong mga gusto sanang na-achieve ko. Kaso sabi ko, ano ba yan? Ang gastos pala magkaanak. Imbis na sana ito pang gantong purpose like pagpapatayo ng bahay or pagbili ng gantong asset. Hindi mo siya magagawa lahat kasi you have to have a specific goals and focus. And sometimes, merong mga goals na kailangan mong i-delay at may mga goals na kailangan mo namang i-prioritize. No? So, wag kang makapag-competition. You have your own life, you have your own speed, and you have God's own timetable. Number 3, the last reminder is that you start the first step and the last step in planning your goals is to pray. What does it mean? Praying, it's like, it's really the way to ask help from heaven. The Lord, before I start setting my goals or writing my goals, please guide my mind and my heart that I may have pure intentions and pure ideas so that I can be able to find the right goals for me this year or for the span of many years. And when you are done writing down all of these goals, you kneel down again and present it to the Lord. Ask His help, ask His guidance, and if He needs to edit, He's the editor-in-chief and you are just the writer or the architect of this plan. And then God will truly support you. Always remember that we cannot achieve anything in this life without the help of God, of course, ourselves, and the people around us. We need these three people to keep us going and to keep us achieving our goals. Okay. So, when I was a little bit younger, nung bata pa ako, I started really setting goals because of my mom. My mom is really a great teacher and mentor to me and to my sisters in how we can make our each year more meaningful. And that is by setting goals. She always reminds us na if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. If you plan to succeed, you are planning to succeed, no? And that's why since I was young, like around 6 to 7 years old, every year, I've learned to set goals. Not all my goals, na-achieve ko talaga siya, but basically, those are my guiding stars to the person I am today. Okay? And that is really, really inspiring for me that I've learned the value of hard work and reward. That when you work for hard for something, then you will really achieve it. Okay? And that is really how I started loving setting goals because of that training from my mother. And now, I am going to share with you my 5 steps lang, easy steps. Paano ba nag-goal setting or nag-a-achieve ako ng aking mga goals? Number 1, the first step is to choose a timeline or time frame. Meaning to say, kailangan meron kang starting and end date, no? Like for myself, example, I had my first goal setting for 5 years, pwede naman for 10 years. Right now, ang ginagawa ko na is lagi for 10 years. My first goal setting chart na ginawa ko is from 2000, I'm gonna show you the picture later here. This is it. This is my first vision board. I did it from 2005 to 2015. So, ito yung napili kong time frame. So, ilang years yun? 10 years nga. Okay. So, 10 years in the making itong aking mga goals. So, that's the first step. Kailangan mo ng timeline or time frame. Next, number 2, kapag nakapili ka na, sasabihin mo, okay, so ang goals ko na to is from 10 years old to 15 years old. Or by this time, noong 2005, I was only, nang taon ba ako nun? Parang 16 ata ako. So, 16 to 28 years old ata ako. 26 years old, ganyan. Okay. 16 to 26 years old. Tama. Okay. So, ano yung mga gusto ko ma-achieve during those span of years, no? So, andyan yung lahat ng ilista mo na sa vision board mo. Doon ka nagagawa ng vision board. So, meron kang papel dyan. Doon sa papel mo na yon, you will just write down everything na gusto mong ma-achieve throughout those years. So, like for example, dito sa aking unang vision board, nakita ninyo, ito yung mga sinulat ko. Yan. So, gusto ko mag-aral sa mga schools na ito, makatapos, makapag-mission, makagraduate, maka-work, at makasal sa temple. So, lahat ng mga yan, meron ako mga specific na mga gusto kong ma-achieve dyan sa mga bawat areas na yan ng aking buhay. Okay? Pag naisulat mo na lahat, yung mga gusto mong ma-achieve for 10 years, pwede mong isipin ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, financially. Then, gagawa ka na yun sa step 3. Kakategorize mo na sila. Alin ba dito yung pang short term? Alin ba dito yung pang long term? So, kunyari, yung magmi-missionary work ako. It is 18 months ka na titira ka sa ibang lugar to preach the gospel. So, this is going to be a long-term goal. Meaning to say, I need at least 2 years or a year preparation before I can achieve this goal. So, meaning to say, if my plan to go on a mission is 2010, then by the year 2008, I need to prepare na. All the things I need by the time that I need to leave and to go on a mission. Ganun siya. There is always a proper preparation before the actual date kung kailan mo siya gagawin. So, it's very important na you know that you will know where are the short term, where are the long term goals. Kasi bakit? That will lead us to our step 4. That is assign due date, pwedeng annually, monthly, or weekly. So, like for example, nakita mo yung timetable mo. Ito yung mga gusto mong ma-achieve in life. Gusto mong magkaroon ng makapag-aral. Anong year mo to kailangan gawin? Gusto mong makapag-mission. Anong year ito? Gusto mong makagraduate and maka-work. Anong year ito gagawin? Makasal. Anong year ito? So, every goal na gagawin mo at isusulat mo, kailangan mo siyang lagyan ng specific year. Or kung hindi naman year, pwede ding months or weekly. No? May mga short term tayo na pwede natin gawing First quarter, ito yung ating focus. Second quarter, ito yung ating focus. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you put a timeline or you put a specific due date sa bawat goals na ginagawa mo. Because without this, parang hindi mo makikita yung endpoint agad. Hindi mo siya mabivisualize. But because you know that you have a target date, of course, you will be motivated to wake up each day and work hard to gain this. Okay? And lastly, this is the last step. Step 5. Create a specific steps, no? When you aim for something, no? Kailangan yung goal na yun, hindi lang siya, okay, I want to have a house. Tapos, ang usapan. No, it's not the end of planning. When you want something, you have to have specific steps. Paano mo ba talaga maa-achieve yung bahay na ito? So like for example, I want to have a house by 2023. Okay, so that is going to be 3 years from now. What are the specific steps I need to do? Like for example, should I purchase a lot? Should I buy house and lot na ready na? Or should I contact an architect? What are your specific steps each year that you can do so that it will lead you to the accomplishment of your future goal? No, it's very important to write it down, to really do your research, and to understand your goal. Paano ko ba ito makukuha? It's like, when you're trying to be physically fit. Paano ko ba talaga ito maa-achieve? Itong being physically fit. And that is the bottom line, no, ng ating pagpaplano. Without the steps, it's gonna be so hard to achieve anything. You know, even in business world, everything has its own management and planning. So here you go. Those are the 5 steps of how to achieve our goals. Number 1 again, so quickly I'm gonna summarize. Create a timeline. Write all you want, all the dreams you want. Categorize short and long. And then assign due date. And lastly, we are going to create a specific steps. Okay? And that is our topic for today. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, don't hesitate to personal message me and I'll be glad to share more details. Okay? Bye!